These players will be taking the field today. Both teams look balanced and eager to perform. Well, the captain has been very smart with his bowling changes. Bang! That's powerfully struck by the batsman for a maximum. Bowlers need to bowl tighter lines to him. They have to make sure it's not a daddy 100. Well, that's a massive six. Made a cracking sound at the bat. He's growing in stature as well in this innings. Missing his line there, wide signalled. Wow, that is extraordinary. That's a magnificent hit for a six. Very well struck. Nobody's going to catch that unless in the crowd. These two gentlemen have played really well and have been finding the gaps at will. Important partnership this. Oh, that's good. Not good if you're a batsman. But that looks handsome. It certainly is a huge six. Pace bowler into the attack. Good shot for a single. Oh, that's the beauty of a delivery. The bowler really unlucky to not get an edge on that one. Batsman losing his concentration there. Poor ball, but that's a sensational shot. That's going to be four. Good aggressive intent shown by the batsman. Wonderful sound of the bat, and that's a six. Beauty from the bowler, zips past the edge. The batsman should watch the ball closely and get in line at the ball. Wow, that is extraordinary. That's a magnificent hit for a six. Well, that brings us to the end of the power play. Fielding captain can now have more fielders outside the inner circle. Well, that's a six. The power is extraordinary. That's fiery from the bowler. Wow, that is extraordinary. That's a magnificent hit for a six. There is a little bit on the surface for the bowlers. It's also good for batting. No ball called. Get ready for the free hit now. Good bowling, it beats them all, ends up. That was in the slot, lucky to get away with that free hit. Huge appeal. But the umpire says not out. And he decides not to take the review. No, that's lovely timing, the ball racing to the boundary. This must be hurting the captain. He needs his bowler to be more disciplined with his lines. But that's a massive six, made a cracking sound of the bat. Yet another landmark for the batsman, 150 runs, superb innings. Oh, well bowled, a ripper. Bang! That's powerfully struck by the batsman. Good fielding, saving crucial runs for his team. Very well played, just working on the field where the gaps are. Poor running between the wickets, really poor. Oh, he's launched that one, that's huge! Yet another landmark for the batsman, 150 runs, superb innings. Dazzling batting by this duo. The captain needs to come up with a plan to break this partnership. Good pickup shot this. Has that gone for a six? Yes, it has. Well, he has to bowl that one again. Tremendous hit this. That's a crowd catcher. That's a six. Poor ball, but that's a sensational shot. That's going to be four. Will he take him on again? Let's see. Hammered away for four. Good placement. This must be hurting the captain. He needs his bowler to be more disciplined with his lines. Well, the batsman sees that one early, gets into a great position. Got it from the meat of the bat. Plenty happening out there. Fielding captain needs to calm his bowlers down before the umpire interferes. That's a beauty. The batsman had to play at that one. The batsman should watch the ball closely and get in line at the ball. Oh, that's the beauty of a delivery. The bowler really unlucky to not get an edge on that one. That was a moral victory for the bowler. In the air. Loose shot and the fielder pulls off a beauty. There is a little bit on the surface for the bowlers. It is also good for batting. Wow, he's picked the bones of that one. Oh, beats the edge and the batsman has played all around that one. The batsman should watch the ball closely and get in line at the ball. Beautiful bowling, hitting the right legs. That was a moral victory for the bowler. Well, the batsman sees that one early, gets into a great position, got it from the meat of the bat. Ah, that's a beautiful shot, and in the gap too. He's not going to miss out on those. Well, that is glorious. Absolutely glorious. Perfect timing. Fantastic bit of fielding this. Very well played. Just working on the field where the gaps are. Oh, that's put down. That's going to be painful for the bowler. He deserved a wicket there. Oh, he's lost that one. That's huge. Carved away through the gap for 4. That is smart batting. Will he take him on again? Let's see. Well bowled, past the edge of the bat. That was a moral victory for the bowler. Oh, he's launched that one. That's huge. Well, the batsman sees that one early, gets into a great position, got it from the meat of the bat. Oh, that's picked up and straight into the crowd for a 6. And that's his double 100. Fantastic from him, and his team gets the applause it deserves. Taking the pace of the ball is a good way to go. But it seems like the bowler prefers to bowl from this end. Good bowling, it beats them all, ends up. That was a moral victory for the bowler. Bowled him, stunning delivery, absolutely unbelievable.
मैं सो रहा हूँ.
I am
Shot, that's an excellent cricket shot. Good effort by the fielder. Found the gap beautifully, and that races away to the boundary again. Such a wonderful crowd in to watch their favorite players. Up in the air. But that's going to be for all right. Sweet timing. He's not going to miss out on those. That's fiery from the bowler. Move. Found the gap beautifully, and that races away to the boundary again. Magnificent striking from the batsman. Well placed into the gap, possible too. Poor running between the wickets, really poor. Shot, that's an excellent cricket shot. He gets 4 for it. Dazzling batting by this duo. The captain needs to come up with a plan to break this partnership. The crowd is enjoying every bit of this action. Oh, bowling, poor shot selection from the batsman. And there comes the celebration, and the crowd loves it. It's very important as a bowler to make the batsman play. That's in the air. Got him, that's a stunner, out for a duck. A long walk back to the pavilion, doesn't look happy at all. The bowler is fired up, looks good to get enough. The fielding side looks warmed up and ready to go. Pace bowler into the attack. Congratulations on the brilliant performance. We must know what was the plan for today's match.